Hello everyone. Welcome back. Today is 8th May 2019 and the time right now is 12:31. So in this video, I would first start off with explaining what are candles. So when I say candles, I mean in terms of market candles. Okay. So while okay, and then we'll discuss also about the Nifty at the end today. So this should help you apply the candles knowledge in the Nifty directly in the same video, and also that would that is the part of constant improvement in the way the content is presented. So that should help you in having a real understanding there and there itself. Like it might be like a practice this thing. Okay, so that's what. So we'll keep it short and we'll just discuss about candles and see uh, how the different types of candles work and what is the meaning that the candles convey. Okay, so that will be the today's agenda. Okay, let's start without wasting much time. So the first thing, so first of all, whenever you see a candle, okay, let's take a nice candle here. Okay, so this is a Nifty chart, and let's take this candle, okay, which has all the four. Okay, now if you observe this candle on 22nd, so this is of 22nd March 2019. Okay, anything. Okay, just this candle. Observe this candle. Now, what does this indicate is the candle can either be red in color or green in color. So when a candle is red in color, it indicates that the day is a bearish day, which means the closing price on that day is less than the opening price on the day. Simple. Okay, that means at 9:15 when the market opens, let us say it opened at some price, and if it at the end of the market at 3:30, if it closes below that price, then the candle will be red in color. That's it. Okay, that is that on that day it was a red day. Okay, so here the important thing to note is that in a red candle need not imply that today's price is lesser than yesterday's price. Okay, that is not the implication. So that is very important. So the candles are based only on today's action. It doesn't depend on what happened yesterday. Okay, understood? Good. So that is about the red candle. Okay, now exactly opposite is the green candle. In a green candle, is if the closing price is higher than the opening price. Okay, that's it. Simple. Now let's discuss the what are the parts of this candle. Now in this candle here, if you see, first of all, why it is called a candle is it has a rectangle with a small this thing, right? The what do you call that? The nib kind of thing at the top. So this is looks like a candle light, right? So that's why we call it as a candle. Just a trivia. So let's continue. So now in this candle, of course, this can have even on the down anyway. So somehow they named it that, and we are following the convention. Simple. Okay, now this is the candle, and if you see, the candle has two things. Okay, let's zoom it a bit so that you understand that in more clarity. Okay, let us discuss this candle. So if you see this candle, it line that the top of this whole day. Okay, so because we are on the daily chart and this whole day, what is the high that it hit? What is the highest price that it traded at? Similarly, this indicates the lower one. What is the low at which it traded? And then we have two other things. This is called your in a red candle. What do we know? In a red candle, we already discussed that the closing price is lower than the opening price. So therefore, whatever is here should be open, and this should be your close. So these two can be, depending on the color of the candle, can either be open close or close open. So this edge can be open or this edge can be open. Similarly, this edge can be closed or this edge can be closed. But these two are always high of the day and low, irrespective of what these two indicate. Okay, so that's quite simple, right? Okay, now let's see the next thing. So what does this candle in? So now this candle indicates that it opened at 11,731. It went to a high of 11,759 somewhere in the day. It closed at 11,642 by 3:30, but in the whole day it also hit a low of 11,613. Two, correct? So this is what the information that is given by this whole candle. Okay, now let's take one more example. Let's take this example. In this case, what is happening? It doesn't have the top. What does this indicate? That means the wherever it opened, that itself is the high of the day. It never crossed the opening price, but the low was 11,564. Correct. And what about the close? The close is 11,597. So it didn't close at the low point of the day, but it did close closer to the low than to the high. Here, open and high both are same. So totally there are four parts in a candle. What is the open? What is the close? What is the high of the day? What is the low of the day? So in some cases, open can be equal to, so some of these parts can be same. Okay. Now this width of the candle, right? This width, that doesn't indicate anything. Okay. It's just a, you can have it how much ever you want. It doesn't indicate anything. Okay. Only the height matters. Fine. Then let us discuss the, let's take a green candle now today. So now let's take this green candle. So what's happening here? Here there is an open. So in a green candle, what does, when does green candle occur? If the closing price is higher than the opening price. Correct? So that means this should be your open 11,636 and your close is 11,667. High is 11,687. Low is 11,617. Cool. So that is your what that is what this candle gives information about. Okay. So we will discuss what this actually means and that in detail in later videos. For now, let's understand the candles. So let's see different types of candles. Now we saw a red candle, we saw this red candle, we saw one green candle. Now let us see another green candle, but with a very small body. So there are two things. This is called the body of the candle. The rectangular part is the body of the candle. Okay. Now the body is very small, which means here it is almost the open and close are pretty much same. Okay. There's very less distinction between the open and close. So here in this case, what is happening? Open equal to close equal to 11,594 odd. I mean, 2-3 points is okay. And but it did fall to a low of 11,400, sorry, 11,555. Okay, that is the low, and the high is somewhere slightly upper. So here almost the open, close, and high are all same, but just it hit a low. Okay, now in the, let us see another nice case here. Let's see this case. Okay, let's see this. This is a beautiful candle. Here, what's happening? Here you have, I mean, the open is above, the close is somewhat below. But then it's, you see, this is a red candle, but only because close is slightly lower than the high. but then it went to a low of 11,660, which is far lesser than the close, right? So that means it opened at 11,743, went to a very big low of 11,665, but then came back swiftly to 11,747. Okay, so that's the idea. So let's see one more candle. Now in this case, open equal to high and close equal to low. So this is a clear candle. So what is happening here is that, okay, here that means throughout the day the market just opened and then just kept falling and closed at the lowest point of the day. And except that, it nothing else happened. So it never was able to make any other highs or lows. It was just falling throughout the day. This is a neat trend. Okay, let's see if there are any other types of candles. So these are some candles. This is called a narrow range candle. So range is, what is the range of the day indicate? What is the range of the day indicate? Similar to range that you know. It is the low to high. The low of the day to the lowest price that the underlying traded, that is the stock traded, and the high that stock traded. Okay, the difference is the range. So whenever you have a very small range, then it is called a low, a narrow range. Okay, it's called a narrow range trading day. So these are all. This is a narrow range day. This is a narrow range day. This is a narrow range. This is a narrow range. Whereas this is a wide range. So this is also not a narrow range. This is a wide range only. Okay. So you only need to consider the high and the low. That's it. Even this is a wide range. Okay. So these are different types of candles. So that is these are different. This is what is the candle. Now the important thing is how to interpret different candles at different stages of the this thing of the market action. So how to compare the candle with the previous candle? Okay, that is the next stage. So that we will discuss in the next video. So for now, so this is it for the candles thing for this video. Now let's come back to Nifty. All the things in this Nifty part you may not be able to understand, but just you can refer to the next videos to have a more clear understanding of this. So coming to Nifty, and let's zoom it back to normal. Okay. So in this Nifty, if you see on 3rd May, 2nd May, and 30th April, there were three candles. According to us, these are what? So all these candles, there was a high, but the high never sustained. There was a very higher high, but then in these two candles, the high was high. I mean, that's hilarious. The high was there, but it then came back. Correct. So wasn't able to go past some levels for continuously some days. After which it broke and then fell back, and then you could see a very clear fall. Now, if you would have followed my previous videos, I told you about the 50-day moving average importance. And today is the day where you can clearly see it hit the 50-day moving average. That is 11,401. Around that range. Okay, 11,400. Be a small minimum small bounce back there of the 50-day moving average being seen in reality. If you want to check out the 50-day moving average related videos, you can check out my past videos in the daily trading videos series. Okay, cool. So hope you have a good understanding today. And if you have any doubts on this, you could post in the comment section. I'll be glad to help you. We'll be back in the next video with more clarity on candles. Stay tuned. Bye bye.